Hey guys, and welcome back to my F1 2016 career mode. Here we are at Canada for episode 6, I believe. As you can see, we're going to be having a wet qualifying session. So yeah, let's get into the qualifying session. Brake hard into the last corner, get a bit of both curbs, probably a bit too much with that curb. Coming into turn 2, brake a bit early, pushing us wide a bit. Get a pretty bad exit out of there. Coming into this little less section. Get a bit of brake, a little bit of curb, a lot of curb there. Wanting to be closer to the wall. Brake idea. We go wide. Get a bit of curb. Try and stay on the racing line. Brake hard, get a bit of curb. Slide, lose the back end a bit. And we're gonna have to time this well. We'll brake early. Get a decent exit. Won't have DRS due to the rain. Get a bit of brake, turn it in, get a bit of each curb, lose the back end a bit. And we're going to come through for a 132 flat. Going into our second and probably final flying lap. Get a bit of curb, a bit of that curb. We're struggling in these wet conditions. We're going to try and get in the top 10. Our best bet is probably just stay on the racing line. Get a brake and go a bit wide actually. Try and get in towards the wall. We do that pretty good. And we've lost a second, so cancel this lap. So we come on to our next flying lap. Our final flying lap. We got a better exit out of that turn this time. A lot of the cars are coming out for the next flying lap, so we're gonna be in a bit of traffic. This can help us in a way. Could get a bit of slipstream on the straight. Not a bad lap so far. We go pretty good through that part than last time. I'm going to brake a bit later this time. A lot better. Try and get as much speed as we can so we can try and get ourselves up the leaderboard. Brake a bit earlier, carry some speed into this S section. 9:30, where we go? P13. We'll give it one more go. We got enough fuel. Yeah, we got enough fuel. So it looks like we struggled through the second sector. As Vettel takes over the best time. as our teammate is up into 12th and we're back down to 15th. Cut a lot of that corner actually, and we run out of fuel. So that's happened more than once this season already. That's 16th. Lewis Hamilton starting from last position, so he's not good in the wet either. We've got the top 3 are Germans. Any surprises? Jolyon Palmer in 9th, that is a big surprise. Other than that, pretty strange grid. We've got out qualified again. We'll see what we can do for the race. So we have a dry race, which is good. And got any upgrades? No. Our objective is to finish 12th or above. Our pit strategy is lap 7. We'll make it lap 8. Unless no, we'll try and get position first. Alright. Let's start the race. So we are for the Canadian Grand Prix, heading to 5 red lights. And we're away. We get a pretty good start on Grosjean. We're going to pass him. We'll try and take over the side, but he comes back at us. We're going to have to brake early, try and get the inside for the next turn. We're going to keep it there, try and follow Ricciardo. And push him out wide. We'll go down the inside. I think we're going... There's only 2 wide, we'll jump down the inside. Button goes slow, and I think Ricciardo's lost a bit of his front wing. He's lost his front wing. So we're in P9 already, which is good stuff. Get a lot of curb there. Try and catch up to Jolyon Palmer. So we're in the points already, which is good stuff. Close up real good. Just coming onto this U-turn. We'll brake early. Give him a bit of a tap. Cut him off a bit. Probably a bit of a foul move, but nonetheless we get the job done. But he's going to come back on us with a bit of slipstream. We're going to block the inside, but we probably should have blocked the outside. Get a bit of slipstream on him. We're going to chuck it down the inside. Give him the space. In the Wall of Champions and get the job done, but due to fighting with him we've lost a bit of space. Lost a bit of space above this pack. We've come on to lap 4 and we've caught up to the back of Perez. Late move. Oh, we break a bit of our front wing trying to go down the inside. It's going to cost us. We might get some DRS at the main straight. If we can close up enough. We run a bit wide due to losing a bit of our front wing. We should get DRS though. We're an okay exit. I feel like breaking that front wing has hurt us a bit. So we put on DRS. Closing up a little bit, but not enough. We get more DRS. But it's not going to be enough. But we put it down the inside, we make contact. So we get the position back. We're probably going to look at the same position we did last lap. We'll do it more cleanly. We let him know we're there. We chuck it down the inside. Row deep. And we get the job done. A good overtaking by us. This time we're going to take the outside line. And we keep P7 off Palmer now as Palmer's past Perez. So at the end of lap 8 we're coming into the pits. Put on a set of prime tyres. As the Williams jumps Raikkonen. Oh, and they've changed our front wing. We didn't need that. And there's Palmer. Well, come out ahead of Palmer. So we've lost time, but we haven't lost a position. We're down to 16 runners, Jesus. We're up into 6th place. So someone in the top 7 has crashed out or retired. Hopefully Rosberg or something. Good for our championship. It looks like Hulkenberg may have a problem. Or he's just gone off, I'm not sure. We've cut on to the middle sector of lap 12. And we've caught up tremendously on Hulkenberg. We nearly hit that wall. Hopefully we still get the RS. Get a bit of grass on the left side. Had a pretty poor exit. The gas 1.1. Still, we could have got DRS. We do. We chuck on DRS. We're gaining ever so slightly. We set it up for the main straight. We're right on his slipstream. We go to the outside for turn 2. And we get the job done. So that's up to P5. And Bottas is now in the next car as we run wide. And we got a little bit of a gap on Hulkenberg, so gap's 4.5 to Bottas. We've got 6 laps to do it. But now we've got Hulkenberg catched up to us through that sector. We've got optimal fuel. And go to the inside. Maybe say goodbye to 4th place. Gaps out to nearly 6 seconds. But we've gotten away from Hulkenberg there as he's being passed by Felipe Massa. Well, Hulkenberg's got the position back. The gap's 5.8. I think I saw on the minimap someone's crashed out. Could that be someone in the top 4? I hope so. It's Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel has crashed out, and we're up into P4. So now, if we could get Bottas, it would be for a podium position. Rosberg's in the lead. That's not going to help our championship. I'm starting to lap a few cars. So now we cut on to the last lap, and as you can see, Felipe Massa is only 0.6 of a second behind us. So we can get in front of this Sauber. That could help us tremendously, but we're going to be struggling with our tyre wear. But he's been blue flagged. Get down the inside. But Max is going to go straight through. We have to go to the lean mix just until we get to the straight. Just so we make sure we don't run out of fuel. But Mass is right there. We defend the inside, go to the outside, back to the inside. We brake at the right time to move up the standard mix. We get a pretty good exit. As Nico Rosberg wins the Grand Prix. But Mass is coming hard. We go to the outside line. And he makes contact with us. So I think that will be all she wrote. And we're going to come through for 4th place at the Canadian Grand Prix. So, to the standings, we have Rosberg in 1st, Raikkonen 2nd, Bottas in 3rd. We will come home in 4th place. Felipe Massa in 5th. Nico Hulkenberg 6th. Julian Palmer in 7th. Felipe Nasr in 8th for Sauber. Sergio Perez in 9th. And Gutierrez to round out the top 10. With Hamilton not making the points by 4 seconds. And the DNFs were Vettel, Sainz, Verstappen, Alonso, Button, our teammate Haryanto, and Ricciardo. So both Hondas, both Red Bulls DNFing. As we look onto the driver standings, we see Nico Rosberg in 1st place, 15 points in front of Kimi Raikkonen, with us in 3rd place, 57 points behind. So it's going to be tough to get back to the championship, but we still got about 13 to 12 races to go, so we could get back in it. And as we look onto the constructors standings, we see Mercedes out in front on 201 points, with Ferrari 21 points behind and 180, with us on 95 points, so we can pretty much say goodbye to constructors. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to smack the like button and subscribe as well, and I'll see you in the next episode.